Hello again, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and joining us for the marketing class. We just two sessions left for this subject in this semester, and we will have tonight and next Thursday for covering the rest of concepts. And so I think some people also will join us because some friends already informed me can attend this class. I hope they can join us. And this week, the first thing I want to explain for you is about the pricing strategy. There are many Iranian researchers that the discipline is about marketing, and so I think also in Afghanistan we have some people and scholars about marketing and related aspects. But I want to, because this week I want to use some materials provided by Dr. Ekhlasi, an Iranian researcher in marketing. Dr. Ekhlasi has some books and also articles about marketing. And this week I want to use one of the PowerPoint files provided by him and about the pricing considerations. I think this one can be helpful for you. Also I will send the file for you about the pricing. If you remember, the four main parts of the marketing mix was price, promotion, place, and product. Price is one of them in the marketing mix, but already I explained for you today. In marketing mix, we don't have only 4 P's, and also I explained some models, for example, 7 P's or 8 P's, and the main P already added to the marketing mix by Dr. Philip Kotler is people, performance, programs, and something like this in additional to price, promotion, product, and place. Product and some important thing about it, quality and also the way of production, and also all things related to product. And the price is related to how much is your cost and how much you want to how much profit you want, and also which amounts of revenue is needed to get a desired profit. And finally, many businesses and many companies want to achieve and get the profit from their business and their activity. But also there are some companies that don't focus just on profit, and we have some non-profit organizations that they can do marketing and using some pricing strategies without focusing on also profit. But the majority of companies finally like to have a profit for survival and also earning more money. And I want to say many companies are different in the, for example, mission and vision, but the majority of them looking for the more profit and high profit. So I want to first let's have a look at definition of price. There are many definitions about this concept, but the very simple definition is the amount of money charged for a product or service. And in other words, we can say the sum of the values that consumers exchange for the benefits of having or using the product or service. It means when you want to use some benefits, you must pay for some benefits, and it is all the time between the company or corporate and the consumers and their customers. I want to explain again about the difference between consumer and customer. The many times we say consumer is the end user, a person who uses a product or service, and customer sometimes not necessarily use the product or service. Just for example, he or she buys, or a company buys a product or service and sells again to other customers or consumers. I think all of you know at the moment that this difference between the definition of consumers and customers. And the price, in other words, is the only element that produces revenue. Revenue, you means the all money earned by a company without considering the costs. I think in other subjects already you have studied about the revenue. Could you, anybody knows about the difference between revenue and profit? I think all of you know this one is a very, very important concept in any business. Difference between revenue and also, I think all of you know, yes? Okay, no need to explain about the revenue and profit. Okay, and about the fixed price policy and also dynamic pricing. I want to tell you, and another thing about the price is the very, very flexible and say most flexible elements, because you can change every time and everywhere price. Price is up to you, and in your business you can decide about your price. You can change every day, every second, and but it depends how correct is your decision about pricing. Very, very important, because if you don't care enough about the pricing, maybe you will miss your profit, and also you will miss your market share. And something important about your business, and the pricing is very, very important, and every day manager and marketers must be careful about the pricing in any company. You can see, okay, thank you so much, Mr. Navid, explained and very welcome to our class. Thank you so much for joining us. And revenue is including the profit and all of the money earned. Yes, good. All money earned by a company. As usual, revenue minus cost will be profit, but you must consider many, many items in the accounting and finance to finding the net income after considering all costs. Revenue is the gross, not net. You can earn money, a lot of money, but if you want to know what is your profit, you must deduct all costs from revenue, and after that you can find the profit. And thank you so much, Mr. Navid. And Ms. Oria Shukufa. Oria is Bliss price is the process of determining what a company will receive in exchange for its product. Very good, very nice definition. And yes, the process of determining maybe better. Okay, the price, you can also use the pricing word in this definition. Pricing, because the process of determining what a company will receive in exchange for its products. I think pricing word is better for this definition. And thank you so much. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Navid. Okay. Maybe you can hear about the fixed price policy and dynamic pricing. In the traditional business and traditional marketing, for example, many years ago, we had a fixed price policy. It means in all the time the price is fixed, and for all buyers in every place, in every time. And dynamic pricing means you can change the price based on the situation of customers or consumers. For example, you can dynamic means change every time and in every place. It depends on the situation. And fixed price, it means in all situation and all cases the price is fixed, and I will explain how for you. There are some most common mistakes in pricing. One of them is the pricing that is too cost-oriented rather than customer value-oriented. What does it mean? It means some companies just focus on their costs. Do you know many, for example, many also small shops in my country, for example, in Iran, when ask you why this product is so expensive, all the time they explain about their costs and their problems. They don't care about the customers. All the just focus on their cost. For example, if my cost and my problem is here, I must sell my product in this price. A mistake is that just you focus on your problems and your costs. It means you must at the same time focus on your problems and your costs, and also customer value, and why customer are looking for. In the past, and maybe many companies didn't care about the customers because the customers didn't have enough choices. Yes, but today, already I told you, in today the customers have many choices because their knowledge and their facilities are very, very high in comparing with the past, and they can access to your competitors, and they can look for competitors, and also find the other prices and other distribution channels. And so today you must focus on customer values and customer wants and needs. You cannot just think about the cost and after that determine the price. And also you must monitor and evaluate the reflect by market, and in the for example, you must have a reaction to some actions happen in the market. And so in this, if you are not, you don't revise these kind of actions and reactions in the market, and don't pay attention to these actions, you cannot have a good pricing. In the pricing, you must every time check the market's response, and you must be careful about the change in the market. So based on, you can change the price depends on these change and actions and reactions. Another mistake is pricing that does not take the rest of the marketing mix into account. Anybody can tell me what does it mean? Pricing that does not take the rest of marketing mix into account. Okay, already in this session also I explained about the marketing mix. Could you explain for me what does it mean? The pricing, it is a mistake that the pricing that does not take the rest of the marketing mix into account. What does it mean? Okay, do you know marketing mix, the main 4 P's of marketing, what are them? What are the main 4 P's in marketing mix? Yes, good. Thank you so much, Mr. Navi. Very good. It's not in line with the marketing. What are the other marketing mix components? Marketing mix. Because you are studying MBA and something related to business, I think every time I ask you what is marketing mix, what are the marketing mix components, you must answer very fast the marketing mix components. And four main P. Yes, you remember, all of you. Hopefully, all of you remember these four P. Marketing mix, because it is your tool and one of your main tools in the your business, and also how but very good. Thank you so much, Mr. Navid. And price. It means this. Thank you so much. Very good. Pricing must the same time consider and pay attention to product promotion and place. It means the pricing, when a pricing strategy is successful, that it considers all other P's of the marketing mix. And if you don't take the rest of marketing mix into account, it is your mistake. And another thing about the mistake is prices that are not varied enough for different products, market segments, and purchase occasions. You mean you must change the price based on the different products and also market segments. Do you know there are many segments? We have many segments in the market. And one of the most important things in market segments in any society and any target market. Could you tell me what is the most important thing in every society related to pricing? One of the most important. Do you remember demographic analysis? Demographic. We can categorize a society or target market in many ways. For example, based on the education, based on the age, based on the gender, male or female. For example, about the age, about the lifestyle, and also, could you tell me one important attribute in any society or any target market that is related, very, very related to to pricing? How we can categorize our target market related to pricing? Which criteria we should consider? Which index? Anybody can tell me which? We can consider value and quality, very good, but I think very, very related to pricing. Value and quality, very good. If you can explain something more about the value and quality. Also, I think I already explained for you something. You can categorize your target market based on, for example, gender. How many female and how many male? Based on the age, how many, for example, more than 10 years old, more than 20 years, also, for example, below 50 years. And also education, how many of them educated, how many of them non-educated, and, for example, how many of them are diploma, how many of them have degree and Master of Science, and something like. Another thing we should consider, what is that? And segmentation. We can do segmentation by this kind of criteria. And another thing is very, very important related to pricing. I want to wait for you answer to me about this one, because this one is very, very important in economics, in marketing, in business. We want to segment and have a segmentation of our target market. What is the most important thing when related to pricing? Which, for example, age, education, gender, lifestyle, Okay, and also we can have geographical age also important. But related to pricing, which attribute of the society and which, for example, your customers have the different age, different education, different gender, and I already told you about the four important demographic characteristics. Which characteristics is related to pricing? Characteristic of a society or a target market is among people. You want to categorize people and very related to pricing. Every household, you want to separate the household in terms of age, gender, education, and okay. Because I emphasize on this because I want to remind you something, and because in this kind of asking a question from you, maybe you can memorize it forever. Okay, I couldn't get answer. Still, no answer to this question. Which characteristic is very important related to pricing? Okay. This one is an example, a company that didn't handle pricing well in some times, and it's related to some articles and cases. No problem. Okay, so you want, okay. Culture also very important. Thank you, Mr. Navi, to participate in this discussion. And also culture very important. But there are many famous characteristics related to pricing. For example, if you want to buy something, for example, you and me, we want to buy something. The first important thing is I cannot buy a Mercedes-Benz. Okay, Mercedes-Benz. I can buy, for example, a Proton Vira, for example, in Malaysia. I cannot buy a BMW. Why? It's related to my, okay, in the economics and also, okay, yes, affordability. Okay, very good. But which economy and which what important things, for example, all of you yearly, during a year, you have the special and you have a month, okay. No problem. Maybe my explanation is not enough. Maybe, okay. I want to remind you there are four important things in the when segmentation, when for a good segmentation. We have age. Excuse me, this one the color better. Go to age. Education, gender, four important things: age, and finally income. Income very important in pricing. Your target market, you must have a segmentation in terms of income. You must do this one in your target market. How many of your customers have high income and low income? And in terms of income, you must categorize your target market. And so when you know and have enough information about the okay, thank you so much. Segmentation, also you can have a segment, but the four main characteristics in every target market is these four: age, gender, income, and education. in many products and services, if you have a good segmentation in terms of these four characteristics, you can have a good business and marketing and also good pricing. And if you don't have information about these four in your target market, you cannot have a good pricing strategy. There are when you have you want to decide about your price, you must consider many factors. There are some factors: internal factors, external factors, target market, and the characteristics of the target market, and also positioning objectives. And what is your positioning objectives? I will explain for you all of them. And the first one, excuse me, this one. Internal factors affecting pricing decision. Marketing objectives. Marketing mix strategy, cost, and organizational consideration. What is the marketing objective? Marketing objective means sometimes in some, for example, economic situation or status, just you want to survive. Survival. If your target and objective is just, for example, sometimes in some situations, maybe you just need to survive. Your company is going to bankruptcy, for example. In this case, you have inventory, you have some materials and also finished goods to sell. If you have something to sell, because in this situation, your economic and your financial status is very bad, and you are in a crisis in company, for example, for many reasons. Maybe bad decisions by your board of directors, bad economic situation in your country, and something like that. In this kind, if your objective is just survival and continue life, and you don't like to die, yes, just in this case you must have low prices. It is natural or normal. When you want to just survive, as usual, you will go to low prices to cover just, for example, variable costs and some fixed costs to stay in business, because just that your objective is to survive. Sometimes you want to maximize your current profit, which is different. For example, it's not in a crisis, you are not in a crisis and bad situation, just you recognize you must maximize your profit. Choose the price. You must find the price that maximize your current profit, and also cash flow or ROI. You know, return on investment. Return on investment or cash flow. What is this? You mean, for example, you must reach the first investment and cover all costs, fixed costs and variable costs, and get the cash, more cash, and you must to maximize your current cash and improve your cash flow. And sometimes you want to be a market leader, for example, and also you want to increase your market share, and you want to have you want to be a leader in your market. Already I told you, for example, a market share is different in this concept with stockholders and something related to shareholders and the price of share. Market share means how much of the market belongs to you. For example, 100 people want to buy telecommunication services. Your company provides telecommunication services. If the 50 people come to your company, 50 out of 100 people, your market share in this telecommunication service will be 50%. Okay, market share. If 20 people come 20 people come to buy the telecommunication service from you, your market share will be, anybody can tell me? Sorry, can you hear me? My friends, I ask you the question, if we have 100 people want to buy a telecommunication service, 20 people come to your company, what will be your market share? Very good. Thank you so much, Mr. Navid. Mr. Navid, thank you so much to participate in all questions and all discussions. Hopefully, other friends also, thank you so much. Miss Oria also, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much to all. Hopefully, all friends also join us in the discussion and ask questions and also explain about something related to this concept. Sometimes you want, okay, I want to ask you a question. For example, I want to, sometimes you recognize to be a market leader better than maximize profit. Okay, many times these two objectives is versus and opposite of each other. For example, if you want to maximize your profit, it depends in the situation. It depends on your competitors. Maybe you can have same time to be a market leader and high market share, and also you can maximize your profit. But sometimes in the first step, better go to be a market leader. After that, the people know you better and rely on you. You can maximize your profit. What does it mean? For example, Coca-Cola company. Coca-Cola company is in the soft drink, and at the moment in the world is market leader. In throughout the world, Coca-Cola is market leader. At the moment, if Coca-Cola increase its price, maybe some customers will complain. But many customers, because they rely and they know the quality of Coca-Cola, buy again Coca-Cola. Because already Coca-Cola tried to be a market leader. After you are the market leader, you can have some impact on the price in the market. Okay? So you must be careful when you want to maximize your profit and when you want to be a market leader. And sometimes to be a market leader needs low price, low as possible prices to become a market share leader, market leader. Anybody can tell me an example about the market leader in Afghanistan in some industry? For example, in telecommunication, what do you think about in Afghanistan? Which company is market leader? Etisalat. Etisalat also in many. Thank you so much. Etisalat. Could you tell me the name of competitor for Etisalat? Roshan. Okay, thank you so much. In other industry, for example, in a food, in a restaurant, for example, in fast food. In fast food, which company and which brand is a market leader in Afghanistan? Fast food. Anybody can tell me in the fast food? No, huh? Okay. Could you have tell me or write an example about the industry that you know which company is market leader? Very good telecommunication. Thank you so much, Mr. Navi, and other friends. Other friends. Okay. Why tonight many friends very silent and yeah, okay, no problem. I can go to next concept. product quality leadership. What does it mean? Product quality leadership. Sometimes you prefer not to be market share leader, and you don't like, for example, more just market share leader. Sometimes you recognize to be a product quality leadership, and you want to positioning yourself in your target as, for example, the people know your company as a company with high quality and high technology, high tech company, high quality in product, in service. Very good. Expensive, very good. Thank you so much, Mr. Navid, but best quality. Can you tell me in the today world some products and some companies in this way? Expensive, but the best quality. Very good. Thank you so much. The best example for this one, product quality leadership, is, you know, Apple company with iPhone has the best quality and also very expensive, comparing, for example, Samsung and other competitors. Maybe Samsung can be market leader in some countries because of low price. In some, but in all countries, the people know Apple as a product quality leader. And it is important for Apple because Apple all the time just focus on quality. And this one also is a way, and in the long term, you will have, generate money because the people knows you as a product quality leader. And Samsung maybe can be a market leader in many countries because of low price. Okay, Mr. Navid, yes, Samsung is becoming the market share leader, but iPhone, very good. Thank you so much. This one is exactly in many countries because many people cannot afford the iPhone and afford iPhone and Apple products. So in this country. In these countries, maybe, for example, many features and specification in Samsung tablets is like iPhone, and they will go to Samsung because of low price. The number of the buyers for Samsung will be more, but in many countries, people know the Apple. And it is very important, what about the margin and what about the profit in every product. For example, maybe Apple, it needs the economic analysis and something like this, and financial analysis, because in other subjects also you can have something helpful related in this subject, but in this concept, I think enough to explain. Thank you so much, Mr. Navid. Thank you. Already I told you about the marketing mix strategy. Distribution is related to which one? Which kind of P? Which P is related to distribution, friends? Distribution is important in pricing. Very good. Place. Place means in which place you want to offer your product or services, through your representatives, through your branches, through your, for example, partners, and through your, for example, you produce soft drink. How you can distribute your products. For example, you produce a smartphone. One of the most important thing is distribution in today's world. For example, in past 10 years, what is that? The new way to distribute channel, a new channel to offer your product and the buying facility for customers. Anybody can tell me distribution channel, how the distribution channel changed in the past, in the recent years? The way to buying and sending the product or service to customers. And it means why price is different? Because of distribution. Very simple, yes? Pricing decisions depends on distribution. It means, for example, you produce something in Kabul, and your customer is in Mazar Sharif, another customer in Tehran, Iran. Different price, yes, because the shipment different, and the price will be different. Very good, Mr. Navid. Better logistic and electronic selling. Very good, electronic selling, the new thing, and change the distribution channel change. In the past year, and for example, 20 years ago, just you can physically you had to go to a shop or some places to see a product and decide about the buying. At the moment, you are sitting at your home, and on your PC through internet, you can go to very good eBay. You mean eBay, also eBay, we have maybe something, but the most important, yes, eBay. eBay, I think, is the first mover and the leading company to provide the electronic purchase in the internet. And Amazon, very good. Amazon, another. Thank you so much, Mr. Aziz, and also Mr. Navi. Amazon is another thing, the revolution in distribution. And so we have something, for example, customer to customer, business to customer. They are different. For example, Amazon and eBay, they are different. eBay also has the customer to customer facilities. For example, you want to sell something, and another one wants to buy same, and you can you can find each other in the eBay, and you can. But for as usual, Amazon is business to customer, and customers go to you know, the Amazon started with book. After that, expanded and developed by at the moment many products offered by Amazon. And for example, if anybody can want to, how distribution is related to pricing, because people live in different places and different geographical regions. So, for example, if you live in America, United States, and you want to buy something from United States through Amazon website, so you pay less than for example, your friend lives in Iran or Afghanistan, because the shipment cost also add to the price. Okay, distances cost differently. Thank you so much, Mr. Nabi and Mr. Aziz. And promotion. Sometimes you must, because, for example, you want to have a positioning and you want to introduce yourself to people in a target market. You have promotion, and you have discount, and you have some special discount for your customers, and in your shop and your shops, and also in some places you provide something cheaper than normal price. Okay, it is promotion. And also product design and quality is related to pricing, because, for example, if you want to have more quality, normally you will have more price, and because if you produce a low quality thing, for example, like the many companies in China, the price not so high, because not all Chinese, some countries, because also we have many companies in China with high quality. And it depends, and it can have impact on pricing, product quality and design. And what about non-price factors? Anybody can tell me about the non-price factors? Also, we have something without price, but there are some factors that can impact on the market. What about this one? Products, distribution, promotion, and non-price factors. Non-price factors is somehow related to psychological things in the pricing, and sometimes maybe you don't have something costly in your way of distribution or way of producing something. You based on your society and also related to social and cultural things, you can have something. Can I? Okay, thank you so much. Cultural and social. For example, I want to have an example for this one. Do you know Iran country at the moment? The most important problem in Iran, what is that? Anybody can tell me in Iran, your neighbor, in my country. What is the most important problem in Iran at the moment? Anybody can tell me? Okay. Maybe, hopefully, Iran has no any problem, huh? Very good. Economic sanctions, very good. In this, the most important thing in Iran at the moment is economic sanctions. And in many people at the moment, they are very worried about this problem, worried about this problem. And a company can consider this factor and can have some facility for people, and it's related to social marketing. For example, you can recognize the problems in your country, you know, and your company is not in a very bad situation. You can have some facility for the people. For example, low price, or for example, you can provide some situation for not cash payment. You can allow your customer to pay later, for example. Something like this. If this one, this situation of your country can have impact on your pricing decision. And thank you so much, Mr. Navid, but very, very helpful information. Something, yes, credit payment also through credit card, or can have also some provide some situation for your customers to pay later. And for example, credit card payment is very effective way. And excuse me, just 3 minutes break, okay? 3 minutes break, and I can show for other friends again this. Okay.
نفس جان کجاستی؟ سلام خوش آمدید بفرمایید. چقدر لباس شستی؟ چطور یه مرخه اتفاق شستی؟ نه بر خود نشک و برارم با کودری دریا شده آسان همه کارم دریا شده یارم آسان شده کارم بانام درخشانه چند فرمرانم آسان شده کارم دریا شده یارم.
کودری دریا و راحتی پالای شما را پاک و ستره بشوید. با قدرت بالا این کودر دریا کالایت را ستره کند. کودر دریا با کودر دریا تو مخور خود سیدی جا
شوینده کالا این کودر دریا دریا.
کودر دریا محصولی از تولپس نشانه پاکیزگی.
Brands are extremely important. In fact, the art of marketing is partly the art of branding, because without brands are extremely important. In fact, the art of marketing is partly the art of branding, because without brands, you're in a commodity market, and price is essentially the key determinant. Brands create confidence in the minds of buyers. We want to know something about whether we can trust an item that we're buying, and there's the corporate image and our experience with that provider. I think that some countries have made the mistake of failing to brand. For example, Taiwan makes a lot of our products. I think we wear their shirts, we use their tennis rackets, we use their computers, and we don't even know their brand names, because they decided to make products for other companies whose names we do know. That's been a mistake, because now Taiwan, which is a high-priced production center, is losing business, and there's movement of factories to Indonesia and Malaysia. If they had created brand names, they could move with their brand names. On the other hand, Japan was very smart, and South Korea is very smart, because we know all of those company names and brand names. So branding gives you market power and presence.
Did you know we are exposed to over 3,500 brand messages every day? If you think that sounds like a lot, consider this. Today, my odyssey through 3,500 brands started out like this. The minute my Panasonic alarm clock radio goes off, it's tuned to National Public Radio. I grab my Oral-B toothbrush, put some Crest toothpaste on it, take a shower with Irish Spring, use some degree deodorant, have a glass of sun-kissed orange juice, a bowl of Cheerios, get in my Jetta, and of course, drive to Starbucks. Then I get to work, Dell computer, NEC monitor, Windows operating system, with an Intel Core 2 Duo processor inside. And then there's the cacophony of other brands we encounter daily. Energizer batteries, Robert Mondavi wine, DirecTV, CNN, the Green Bay Packers. We live in a brand-saturated world. That's why it's so important for your brand to stand out. But what is a brand? A brand represents people's gut feelings about your organization. Another way to say it is that your brand equals your reputation. We use brands as a form of mental shorthand. We create brands to summarize our attitudes about basically everything, whether that be people, places, or things. Brands represent all the things that pop into our minds when we think about a company or its products. For instance, Walmart is known for its low prices and wide selection. If I say Las Vegas, a subconscious rush of memories, experiences, and associations come flooding into your brain. This is the Vegas brand. Southwest Airlines is regarded as the cheap bus of the skies, with a quirky, fun personality. Coach is associated with its high-end luxury handbags. Apple is cool, creative, hip, intuitive, innovative, and stylish. How we relate to brands is a lot like how we relate to people. The instant you meet someone, you start forming impressions about them, making little mental notes about how they look and the things they say and do.
Please have a look at these attributes and something related to brand in the mind of the customers. Very important and very helpful video about the branding and what is the brand, and please, for example, reliable, interesting, cute, funny. Well, which characteristics and which kind of adjectives can remind the customers about the name of the company or product or something like this. Which one is important, and how you can define these kind of attributes in your customer's mind.
As time goes by, we make adjustments, amplifying some attributes while adding or deleting others. It works the exact same way with brands. Everything you do.
It is important everything you do and say. Do and say, not just say. It is important, but everything you do, and it means which value you deliver to your customers.
Do and say influences how people think about you, and every interaction is an opportunity to build your brand. Every time they see an ad, swipe their debit card, or use online banking, they are interacting with your brand.
And most importantly, in the define a brand, positive interactions. Very important is the positive interactions in the define a brand and the build a brand. Because the brand is, when a brand is meaningful, the customer remind the positive things about the name of the company or product or logo and the color of, for example, logo and something like this.
So what is your brand? It isn't your name or logo or tagline or products or branches or advertising or website. Your brand is all these things. These are the tools you can use to strategically shape and influence people's feelings about your organization.
Okay, as you saw this one, this part of this video shows very good things about the concept of brand. Brand is not just a name, just a logo, just a tagline, or brand is the mixture of all of these about the company or a product, and all of these can be together make a brand. And it means all of, for example, your name, your tagline, your products, your branches, and advertising, culture, website, brochures, all things together will make a brand and a good image or positive image of you in your customer's mind.
Your brand will be built by what you do, not what you say, and the experiences you deliver every day.
And many important things in this part, please pay attention to this part. Brands are built through actions, not words.
Your brand will be built by what you do, not what you say, and the experiences you deliver every day. So what is your brand? Your brand is your promise.
Okay, thank you, friends, to wait for me, and also hopefully this video was helpful, and also the voice and picture was clear. Hopefully, it was clear, friends. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I think already I sent the link to friends, and please review these links. And one of the best video about the concept of brand in the YouTube and in the internet. I looked for a lot about the brand, and this one I think one of the most helpful videos. And okay, let's go to pricing and something related to it. Sometimes you must consider your costs, and one of the most important things also costs. Which kind of costs you have, variable and fixed costs you have. For example, you have something like the rental cost, rent your office, your factory, your place, and also salaries. You must pay salary to executives and employees, and so also you have some, for example, overhead costs in your office, in your factories. Many costs you must have without any production. They are fixed costs. For example, if you want to product, also you have something important for like raw material. Raw material for example, if you produce a ball of, for example, some sports, you need some raw material to do this one. But as usual, you have fixed costs. You must pay salary. You must pay for rent, or also sometimes you must buy a property or a land or something for your activities. And I think in other subjects, you know the subject fixed cost and variable cost, and how they can have impact on the total cost, and after that price. Price is determined based on these two most important thing about the cost, variable and also fixed cost. And another thing, external factors, is about the market and demand. You know, demand in the market can have impact on your price. For example, for the high demand, sometimes you can lower your price, and also maybe the high demand you can increase your price. It depends on the situation, and it depends on your competitors. Another thing, competitors' cost, prices, and offers. How they do, how they offer the products to customers, and what about their prices, their offers, and their costs. This one can have impact on your pricing decision. Your pricing decision is related to market and demand and competitors, and also something like economic conditions, reseller needs. For example, distributors need something, and reseller and distributors are very, very important, because they can promote your products in some geographical regions and some parts of your target market. You must have some suitable prices for your resellers and distributors also. And so some rules and regulations by government can have impact on your price. For example, sometimes you are not allowed go to high price, and government doesn't allow you to have a for example, more than, and you have some limitation for your price. In some economics governed fully by government, you are not allowed to have any price you like. You know this one. And also social concerns. You must consider some social. Already I explained for you an example about my country, and so this one, the market and demand, and also the relationship between supply and price, and also demand and price. This one already in economics, maybe you have studied about these two factors. And so another thing in the economy is very important, which kind of competition you have. Sometimes you have pure competition, completely competitor. In many countries, food industry, in food industry we have pure competition. It means there are many, for example, kind of foods, and many restaurants and many competitors, and you will have many challenging pricing decisions, and because every day and every time the price can change by you and your competitors. For example, and very good example is food. In the food industry, we have pure competition, very flexible prices, flexible prices. And in this kind of market, very difficult to find the best price. And in this kind of market, sometimes we have monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition, also we have many buyers and sellers, but with the more freedom to determine a price. Because in the pure competition, every price by your competitors can change every day and every time, and maybe you don't have enough authority in your market. And in the range of, for example, in the shoe, you produce shoe and something, for example, related to apparel and some clothes and some dress in this industry. As usual, you have some groups of, for example, and you can join to some groups to provide some products and determine a price. But again, in this kind of market, you don't have enough authority to determine a price. And the oligopolistic, it means few sellers, two or three. For example, telecommunication in Afghanistan, I think is oligopolistic. I think because maybe two or three important, yes, companies, Etisalat, Roshan, and AWCC, yes. Okay. In Afghanistan, you have oligopoly. Two or three big companies dominate the market. Okay, and they have the market is just in the hands of two or three big companies. Oligopolistic competition. In this kind pricing, you have the high authority to determine a price because and the pure monopoly is single seller, just the one company dominate all market. For example, in my country, water and electricity. Water and electricity completely by the government organization. This one is a monopoly, all monopoly. In Malaysia, for example, TV channels, all by one company, Astro. Just Astro has, and also supported by government. Astro company has authority to determine which channels should be free, which channels you must pay, and just the company has authority. Okay, no. In Afghanistan, as usual, the government and the company or government in many countries has pure monopoly in some industries. For example, I think also in Afghanistan, water charge determined by government. Yes, water price, and about the electricity also. I think in Afghanistan. Yes, in Afghanistan, same. There are some examples for pure monopoly. And in Malaysia, already I told you about the Astro and satellite channels. Just one company has authority. And I don't know in Afghanistan, in other, for example, your TV, I think, like Iran, fully governed, yes, really managed by government. Yes, TV. Do you have any cable TV in Afghanistan? Cable, no. In Iran also we don't have. And there are, and so I think in some monopoly you no need to pay. For example, for TV in Iran, you no need to pay for using the TV channels. But in some country you must pay for, and so also this one. Oh, you have cable TV? Yes. Okay. Okay. Very good. Oh, you have also private. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much, Mr. Aman Nawabi, Miss Oria, and Mr. Navid, Miss both Miss Orias, they are sisters. Thank you so much. And so Muhammad Aziz, thank you, Mr. Aman. Okay, for government channels, you no need to pay, yes, but I think for cable TV and private TV, you must pay, huh? Or they are free, just for, I don't know, because in some countries also cable TV are free, but they advertise for a party or for example, some ideas or something like this, and also some of them just for advertisement. Okay, okay. For maybe they are okay, okay. Thank you so much. I think there's some different ideas about the cable TV in Afghanistan. Some friends believe no need to pay, and some of them say we should pay. I think okay, no problem. But very good example for this concept. Thank you so much to participate. Thank you so much to all friends. Thank you. Very much. And so let's go to next slide. Already I told you. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Navi, to complete, and also Mr. Aziz. We need to pay for cable channels. They have no good market. Okay. And for private, we do not pay, and for cable, oh, you mean there are different. Okay, sorry, because some cable TV in some countries, same private, they are private companies. And this one, you mean they are separate. In Afghanistan, you have some private and cable different. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, okay, okay. I mean, maybe I didn't explain good about this one for you, and you got confused. So sorry. Okay, okay, I got it. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much. And so let's go to this one, demand curve in the economics. You know, in microeconomics we have micro and macro. In microeconomics we have something important related to prices and demand. And you know, some markets sensitive to price, for example. This one, if price change from P1 to P2, and this difference can cause the quantity very and demand very different. We say this one elastic demand, and in elastic demand it means the price same change to quantity, but this one dramatically the quantity changed based on the price. And this one means the two kind of demand. I think in economics you will study this one with more details, and maybe many of you know this concept. Elastic demand. It is elastic, and inelastic. It depends on the kind of product. And some products, when changed a price just some percent, the quantity highly change, and so in some products not a high impact on the quantity demanded by people in the market. And so we have three main general pricing approach. Some pricing based on the cost, another categorization for pricing. Some pricing today is very popular by many companies, the value-based, and you must focus on the perceptions of the your buyers' perceptions and your customers. And some company they have pricing, competition-based pricing, setting prices based on the prices that competitors charge for similar products, and for value, setting price based on buyer's perception of value rather than on the seller's cost. Better, already I told you, don't focus just your cost. First, focus and concentrate on value perceived by your customers. Maybe sometimes you change your price without enough information about your market, and you will miss many your loyal customers. You must be careful. Sometimes you recognize you must increase your price. In this case, if your competitors have lower price or better services or something that perceived by your customers, maybe they can attract your loyal customers, and you must be careful. In many industry, change the price, and the higher price causes low customers, and the number of customers will decrease, and you must be careful. And competition, also good competition base. The best thing in the pricing approach is considering same time these three together: cost, value, and also competition. These three together. Better, you must consider all three. And also, already I told you about the break-even analysis. Anybody can tell me what is break-even point? Break-even point in every business, you will have you will have a point named break-even point. When you started your business in the first months or first years, your costs totally are higher than your income and your revenue. Do you know? When your cost is higher than your revenue, what does it mean? You have profit or not? Profit or not? No. If your cost, for example, in this graph, you can see the blue one. The blue line is total revenue, okay? And the red one is total cost. For example, if you are producing a smartphone, for the first 100, for example, for 10, if you sell 10 a smartphone, in this case, in the first 10 a smartphone, the cost of production of 10 a smartphone is higher than your income. In this price for a smartphone, you sell 10 a smartphone, and your revenue is blue one and your cost is red one. After a while, these two lines will be closer to each other, because when you sell more smartphones, maybe your blue one is, and still the red one is higher than the blue one. It means cost is higher than revenue. And after, okay, Mr. Amar, I will explain for you. It depends on your business. Some books or references, or some company use the horizontal axis for the time, and some business based on the volume of production. Okay, I can explain for you. For example, it is an example. It is an example. For example, for producing 20 and selling 20 smartphones, you need 6 months. For example, 6 months to produce and sell. And sometimes you need for 20. It depends on your product and your market. Sometimes you need more time or less time. You must evaluate how long it takes to produce and sell 20, for example, a smartphone or 20 soft drinks or 20 cars or many things. Finally, this one takes a time. You must determine how long it takes to this one. Sometimes you can determine based on the quantity and the numbers, quantity of your product. After that, you can evaluate the time needed to selling this quantity. Okay, did you get what I mean? And this one is the revenue and cost related to this quantity. And also you can have same time the how long it takes to produce this quantity and also selling, produce and sell. And the one point, you reach the one point, for example, if you sell 30 smartphone, in this point, your costs and your revenue is same. Zero profit in this and zero loss. Yes, you don't have any loss or profit. In this part, you will have some loss. Yes, in the many businesses in the first month or first year, you experience loss. After a while, you reach the break-even point, and after that, you will experience profit, because after a while your volume of production and sales volume will be higher, revenue will be higher than the cost. Do you know some company have economy of scale? What does it mean? Economy of scale, in the high volume of production, can cover all costs, and also you can experience the profit. In this point, we say no profit, no loss. We say this one is a break-even point. Break-even point analysis also can have impact on your pricing strategy. Pricing strategy also is affected by break-even point. Why we do this one? Because we want to determine when we have a return of our investment, and the first initial investment when will be covered by our revenue. Okay, any question? Mr. Aman, did you get your answer? Mr. Aman? Okay, thank you. And so, there are something about the competition-based pricing. Sometimes you set the price, and a company for the going rate, the company set prices based on what competitors are charging. And so sometimes with current at the moment are charging, and sometimes in silk bit you predict and forecast your competitors will charge which and what price they will charge in the later. It is very important in this to current or in the future. You must be careful, and you must analyze and monitor your market. Maybe it is easy to say these words and teach these words, but in the real business, very complicated. There are many, as you saw in this slide, many factors are have impact on pricing. Many factors, and you must analyze exact, and you must be careful. And because in the competition and in your business atmosphere, very difficult to consider all factors together. And you must, pricing is something you must care every day, every time. And your prices must be flexible, and you must forecast and predict many factors in your business. And what is the market skimming? Another thing for pricing strategy. Some companies, for example, Apple company have iPhone. All people throughout the world, many of people know the Apple. The first time go to market, Apple consider the very high price. Because why some companies in the first step and launch a new product, they consider the high price. Why they consider high price in the first day of the launch of product. After a while, they decrease the price. One of the important. Very good. High demand. Because, could you explain more, Mr. Amon? What is high demand? What does it mean? High demand, but which kind of customers? Very good. Niche market. Thank you so much, Mr. Navid and Mr. Amon. I think sometimes, okay, because Apple and many famous companies know some customers don't care, they are not worried about the price. In the world, there are some customers with a high income. All the time, they are waiting for the high tech and latest and cutting edge technology, and they don't think about the price. Just they want to buy the new product and high tech product. So, as Mr. Navid and Mr. Amon wrote about this one, high demand by this kind of niche market. Already, I think I explained about niche market. There's some special group of customers with same needs, and also, as usual, same purchasing power, and so the similar needs. For example, famous businessmen or celebrities in the world, and many, for example, famous people can afford any price. Just it is important for them they using and purchasing the latest ones by any in any product. And the first step, because Apple, Sony, and many famous brands know, for example, a TV. For example, for a TV, some companies like Sony and Samsung and something, they know LED TV and the very big, for example, screen TV, and the quality is important for some group of customers. The first step, they consider a high price because they know that at least 10% of target market come to buy the high price. After this one, they lower the price for other people. Step by step, they attract customers. And you know, after 1 year, same time for launching a new product, they decrease the previous one. And so in this strategy, they can attract the majority of people in the market gradually. It's no need and not necessary the same time you consider all customers with different income. Already I told you very important thing is they scheme the market step by step. And so thank you. Mr. Aman believes other reason can that the product is known in the market. Yes. Also, very good point. Very good point. Thank you, Mr. Aman. Another thing in pricing, I think in next slide maybe we will have something related to this one. Psychological factor. What does it mean, psychological? Some people believe when a product is expensive, it shows this has a high quality, this product. And also this one, another reason. Very good. Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmad. This one also very important. The high price cost your product, for example, increase your product image in terms of quality in your customer's mind. You know, many people when for example, face a product with high price, the first thing they say maybe this one has a high quality, and also this one important in the high price. Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmad. And market skimming, something like this. And another thing, the difference from market skimming, market penetration. Some companies prefer to go to market in the first days of launch and launch a product and offer a product, and so in which market this strategy is successful. Better let's go to previous one, and which condition good for market skimming. the product quality and image must support its higher price. It is very important. Already I explained, and also some friends in this class explained about this one. Then why Apple and Sony and some brands like this one consider high price? Because they rely on that their quality and image support them to have a higher price. If you have a low quality product, you cannot have the higher price. And also the buyers can buy your product are enough. They predict this one, and so in this new one, another factor is also important. These two important, and market must be highly price sensitive. If a market is highly price sensitive, you cannot go to market scheming. The first step, you must go to find and determine the best price and dominate the market, because your competitors are very powerful. For example, Apple knows in terms of quality and technology has enough, for example, enough better than other competitors. But in some products, you cannot have this one, and so you cannot go to high price, and you cannot increase price. In this case, you want to do market penetration. You want to penetrate into the market by the reasonable price. And so in this case, anybody can tell me an example for this one? The product, the market penetration. You must have lower price, and for lower price you must decrease your production and distribution costs, because if you want to have a lower price, your costs must be lower, okay? And also maybe you will not have enough quality. Could you tell me the very important thing? And today in the world you can hear about the products of a country in the world. All world affected by this country, products of this country. Anybody can tell me which kind of products at the moment just objective is market penetration in the world? Very good. China product. Thank you so much, Ms. Oria. The product China, many Chinese companies, the objective is market penetration. They have cost leadership. They lower their cost, and also, for example, very low quality raw materials, and with cheap labor and with cheap production costs, they produce the low quality products, but the very, very low price. And in many countries, you know, even in some Nordic countries, Scandinavia countries like Sweden, Norway, Finland, and something also Chinese products, you know, the national income is very high in Scandinavian countries. But even in these countries, the Chinese products can penetrate to the market because of the very low price. And also, Mr. Aman believes that Thailand also, I don't know what you mean Thailand in quality of clothes, you mean? Yes, thank you. Yes, okay, China, not good in, but not all, because you know, Apple products, 90% of the Apple products provided in China under contract with Chinese companies, you know. I think in some industry, Chinese company have this policy and this strategy for penetrate to the market. And also, you remember the three important strategies by Michael Porter, generic strategies. Do you remember which kind of a strategy is suitable for market penetration? Do you remember three important strategies, generic strategies, that the first time Michael Porter categorized these three strategies? Anybody can remember this one? Which kind of a strategy by Michael Porter is related to market penetration in pricing? I recommend you, friends, all friends, in the marketing concept, you can combine all the concepts together. At the moment, you know many concepts in the marketing. You have to combine these concepts together and use in your business, and also if you want to have a good business, or also you want to teach this kind of subjects, better thinking about the combination of all concepts together. For example, if we are talking about the pricing strategy, you must know how to relate this concept to Porter's strategies. Anybody can remember the Michael Porter's strategies, generic ones? Already I sent you files, and also we discussed. I think maybe as usual in the first minute we cannot, also I cannot remember many things. But if you think about this one, I'm sure many of you can remember. The three strategies by Michael Porter. Do you remember differentiation? It means you must be different from other competitors in many areas, in any area, and any attribute. And also another thing, focus, niche marketing. Focus, differentiation, and another one, anybody can tell me? Three important, I will write for you. Michael Porter. The third one, differentiation, focus. Anybody remember? Please help me, and please participate. I can write for you. That's so related to this concept, market penetration. It's related to this one. Production and distribution costs must fall as sales volume increase. Okay. I can write for you. Okay, I think at the moment all of you remember this one, yes? Okay, the cost leadership, do you agree with me? Is very how you manage your costs. If you want to focus on quality, sometimes you don't need to focus on your costs. Maybe just you want to be high-tech provider, high-tech producer. And if you don't want to have a market penetration and low price, you must have a cost leadership. The cost leadership all the time doesn't mean you lower the cost and no quality. Some also high quality companies can have cost leadership. Yes, but as usual, cost leadership is related to market penetration and lower price and lower cost. Okay, did you get what I mean, friends? Do you agree with me? Why no answer by friends? Maybe. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Oriha and Mr. Aziz. Thank you so much. Because sometimes when I ask questions and no answer and no reaction, I will be worried about the okay, maybe my voice problem or my explanation problem. Sorry. Sometimes I ask you many times. So sorry because and okay, thank you so much, all friends. Okay. So let's go to next slide. There are many things about the price, for example, discount and allowance pricing, segmented pricing, psychological pricing, promotional pricing, geographical pricing, and international pricing. All of them, I think at the moment, all of you know what are them, and I explain one by one. Discount. Do you know discount? A straight reduction in price. 10%, 2%. As usual, all of us like discount. Yes, discount psychologically can affect us. If you say, for example, sales 20%, 30%, and so also there are many kinds of the discount. For example, cash discount. What does it mean, cash discount? Anybody can tell me? Cash discount. Sometimes some company or some shops want to sell something. They say if you pay in cash, I will consider for you 10%. Okay, this is a cash. If you want to, for example, use your check and you want to pay later, and it means your price will be higher. But cash, as usual, you can because the cash, many companies need cash. Cash money means the lower price in some products and some companies. Another thing, quantity discount. I think all of you know what is quantity discount. Anybody can tell me what is quantity discount? Quantity discount, friends. What is quantity discount? Okay, it means if you order a high number of the product, for example, if I want to buy a LCD TV, the price is, for example, $500. If I want to order 100 LCD TV as a reseller or distributor, the company will consider discount for me, yes, because the number of the quantity discount, more quantity with low price. Thank you so much, Mr. Navid, and also Miss Oria. Thank you so much. More order, more discount. Thank you. And functional discount. What is this? Sometimes some functions eliminated and the price will be lower. For example, two smartphones, for example, one of them has FM radio, one of them no radio. FM radio is not a key features for example, a smartphone. But two smartphones same, but with one of them with FM radio and one of them no FM radio. So this one will be cheaper, huh? Functional. And another thing, seasonal discount. Seasonal discount means, for example, some clothes good for winter. If you want to buy in the first days of summer, in the apparel industry and clothes industry and something related to this one, as usual, we have some discount like this. You know, for example, in winter and summer, different clothes and different dress. Yes, you agree with me, hopefully. And allowance, it means there's some financial and something like this one provided by manufacturers to retailers or also to consumers. We have some, for example, if you want to buy 100 LCD TV, and the way of your payment and some facility for your payment and some discount considered by manufacturers because they want to encourage them to buy again. And also allowance sometimes means you can return your products to manufacturers. And so there are some facility in this case. And for example, if you bought 100 something, maybe you can pay just for 81. And in this kind of allowance between, as usual, between manufacturers and retailers, also with the end users and manufacturers, also we have some allowance in some products and some things related to this one. A kind of the pricing facilities. And so also segmented pricing. Already I told you about segmented. You can, for example, museums. Museums are cheaper for students, yes, or for some lecturers. A theater, we have some tickets for students. As usual, in many countries, the students have some, for example, cheaper price. In some, for example, museums, some parks, outdoor parks, and something, cinemas or some concerts. Also, you have Afghanistan, you have something like this, yes. For example, for your student card, you can have some discount. Customer segment. Students can, for example, sometimes we have, for example, the entrance of for something for the kids or children below than 5 years is free. It is a kind of customer segment pricing. Okay, and also we have product form pricing. It means which kind of product, for example, for which kind of people. For example, this group of the products is cheaper for example, lecturers in their one country, and something like this. Sometimes, for example, you are a person is the carrier is air condition contractor or mender. The mender have some special discount from a manufacturer because they say your carrier is related to our industry, and so this one will be. And location pricing. In some location the price is lower. You know many examples from this one. In one location and one, for example, place, the price you can find the lower price. And for example, in some cities and some countries, in some undeveloped regions, the price will be lower, and some, for example, okay. And time pricing. What is this time pricing? Anybody can tell me in the, for example, telecommunication, what is time pricing? For using some facilities like internet and something like this, you can have a price for time. And for example, 3 days using something, and also this very good cell phone. Thank you so much. And mobile facilities. It depends on the time, and based on the time you can do the pricing. Time of using something. Yes. Okay, so the red and okay, I think something happened. I don't know why the our thing disconnected for some seconds. Thank you. Can you hear me, friends? Okay. So sorry for any inconvenience. I don't know what happened, and so I am very happy to continue this discussion. Okay. Something I think okay. The next thing about this one is psychological pricing, a pricing approach that considers the psychology of prices, not simply the economics. Sometimes Already I told you, you must consider the psychological aspects, and so using, I can tell you, for example, in Malaysia, we have something like this. I can show you. I think also in some countries. What does it mean? The price is 15.99. The RM is means ringgit Malaysia, the currency for Malaysia. Ringgit Malaysia. It is like, for example, US dollar. What does it mean? Anybody can tell me? 15.99. What does it mean? The price of, for example, a fruit. Oh, why you don't see the text? Why? All of you don't. Sorry, nobody can see the text. Miss Oria, can you write what you at the moment? Miss Oria can see this one. Mr. Navid cannot. Other friends, can you see this one? 15.99. Oh, Mr. Amon also cannot. Oh, you can see the slide, the psychological pricing. Can see this one? Okay, okay. Maybe the problem with editing the slide, maybe, okay, I can show you something. Okay. Also, the time of class already, I think, finished, but if please stay. Okay, I can. Sorry, I will show you very fast this one. Okay, psychological. Okay, all of you at the moment can see the 15.99 or need to. Okay, all of you know. Okay, okay. Thank you so much. What does it mean? 15.99 means. Well, anybody can tell me how is related to psychological pricing? Okay, I can explain for you because no more time, and so. In many countries at the moment use this one because this one is in fact, for example, if we say the price, oh, very good, Mr. Amon, thank you so much. I wanted to tell this one. Many customers assume in their mind because many items in the, for example, shopping center and something, as usual, this one in fact is 16, but the customers assume in their mind this is 15. 15.99 has a psychological impact on the customers, and it means you can encourage the. If you write this one 16, maybe in the psychological, in terms of psychological aspect, the customers consider this one higher, and 15 means something. Okay, and this one is a psychological pricing. Some of them very helpful, and in Malaysia we have many. In the many shoppings and many stores, we have something like this. And thank you so much, friends. Okay, this one, and also promotional pricing, temporarily pricing products below the list price. Temporarily, we have sometimes promotional prices, and because we have many things like this one in a special event, also loss leaders. Some companies already have been the market share leader, and they have lost and they have lost their leadership in the market, and so you need sometimes cash rebate and something. For example, you can consider for customers low interest financing, longer warranties, and so free maintenance. You can sometimes, because you want to attract more customers, you can consider something suitable for your customers. And so also we have geographical pricing. It means FOB free on board. You mean, for example, you can send in the, for example, a port in the one country, the free shipment or something. Sometimes in the, for example, destination, sometimes in your country. It depends on your contract and your situation. And uniform delivered pricing, for example, in all points, when you send same price for delivery, and for some zone, for example, free zone in some countries, the pricing is different, and basing points also something, and there are many kinds of depend of the contract, and it means geographical pricing. In every area, different price, and every, for example, delivery, and in which point you want to deliver your product, you have something, it's related to shipment, as usual, geographical shipment of your product. And also the last one is about international pricing. When you want to be a global company and provide your product or services for other countries, you must consider many things, and also economic conditions in your country and another country you want to send your product, and competitive situation and laws and regulations. In the international pricing, you must know the laws and regulations in your country and other countries different. And so also you must develop the wholesaling. And anybody can tell me what is wholesaling and retailing? Wholesaling and retailing, what's the difference between wholesaling and retailing system? Anybody can tell me? No? Wholesale? Well, who is wholesaler and who is retailer? As usual, wholesaling means selling something in the large volume, big producers. Wholesaling means selling more. Very good. Thank you so much, Mr. Aman and Mr. Navid. Selling something in the large volume to, as usual, to retailers or resellers or distributors. And those companies or those shops, as usual, they sell something directly to consumers and end users or retailers. Yes, in many industries we have some wholesalers and also retailers. Retailers means in the small quantities, and as usual, retailers sell the products to end users and consumers. Those people consume, finally they can buy from retailers. But wholesaling, okay, thank you so much, Miss Oria. It is a Parchun Faru. Could you explain about the Parchun Faru? It is the name of company or the way of to selling something? Okay. Yes, it's on the. We say we have in. Okay. Thank you. Also, we in my Iran, in Persian language, we say omde furush and khorde furush. In Afghanistan, khorde furush or retailers means parchun, or omde. Parchun means omde, parchun. Parchun means omde or khorde furush. I mean. Omde and Parchun same, Miss Oria, meaning, khorde. Parchun means khorde. Oh, okay, I got it. In Iranian language, we say omde furush and khorde furush. And you say omde furush and Parchun furush. Parchun means, for example, a small shop. And also, okay, for example, if you want to buy something in Omde, you will have less discount. Yes, but Parchun, the price is higher. like it is correct. Parchun means the because the one or the quantity, very low quantity. Thank you so much. I learned this one in your from your language, Onde and Parchun. Very interesting. Thank you so much. Okay, and so this one, you know the. Okay. Thank you so much. I will explain again these slides already provided by Dr. Ikhlasi, and thanks to him. I try to show some videos from Dr. Ikhlasi to you in next week, an Iranian scholar in the marketing. And so I think I send you also these slides. I will send to all and some also helpful materials. Yes, I think already I told you I will send. I will send also this one to you. And so thank you so much for coming. I should apologize again for the last Thursday, any inconvenience. And some of you came to tell us, but I couldn't provide the situation for managing class, and no sound and no voice. I couldn't. Thank you so much for coming to this class. I enjoyed really with your participation, with your presence, and hopefully we can continue. The next week, thank you so much all. Thank you. The next week we have last session, and we will have some discussion about distribution channels and also branding as a last concept. For exam, as usual, we have the multiple choice exam, and also you must provide a project. I don't know why many of you. Okay, first let me finish the class officially, and after that I will explain for you. Thank you so much to all. Have a nice time.